Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bubba Josh Cheetah, and I am the self-proclaimed Thunder Mountain Wrestling YouTube ambassador, and Thunder Mountain Wrestling themselves has named me their number one fan, so I can officially say that now.
That's a fact.
Everybody who knows that I do wrestler showcases, and it's been so long since I've had one, and I figure, who should be on this one? Why not? Let's go with the fan favorite himself, Street Rat Jimmy.
Me? Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show, bud.
Thank you for accepting. Now, first question, because I'm sure people will want to know, how you get the hair like that?
Well, there's a few different techniques. So in my youth, old school punk rock trick. Some of you at home might already know about this. Gelatin does the trick. So does Elmer School Glue. That's what I used to use back in the day. Back in my youth, I was always Elmer School Glue. Kept it up long, strong, all night long, right? And but these days, I use the hair product Got to Be Glued. It's essentially that same glue, but designed a little more for hair. It's a little nicer on the hair. The glue, yeah, is a little rough to wash out sometimes. But hey, whatever does the trick. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. I wish I could get my hair like that out, actually, but I can't.
It's a little bit of work. Thankfully, I've got a beautiful gal at home who helps me out with it, though. She keeps it up.
That's
for me.
always a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and you didn't fight him today, but I've noticed the past few shows, there's been a problem with you and Rich Pagoo. Where did that stem from?
So Bagoo, he's rough around the edges. You just wave at the man, and he'll turn back with a fist for you. I think that's just in his nature. I think maybe deep down he's got a heart of gold, but it's probably way deep down buried in there.
You think he has a heart?
It's in there somewhere. It's got to be. But we've crossed paths twice. I had my match against him back in October. I was this close. I swear. I thought that splash was going to do him in.
But you got your revenge and rematch at the Teddy Invitational.
I didn't. All right. To be fair, I didn't full on beat him. I got the drop on him. So he was distracted by the crowd as I was up on his shoulders. Perfect opportunity for me to squirm my way on out and scoop him up for that pin. Caught him lacking. But
that's a W.
W's
yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why he's a favorite. It's like, he'll admit when, I don't want to say luck, that's a bad word because you got skill.
It was craft.
But okay, he'll admit when he got a fluke win. So we'll go with that word.
Yeah.
But it was a good win. All right. And we just got out of the show. And he was scheduled to face the Retro Rock star Stevie Ray, but Stevie Ray was a no-show, so instead he faced Tank. How you think you fared?
I think I fared pretty good. I got the W. He's a really strong opponent. Clearly he is. He was already affiliated with Stevie Ray Pimp, acting as, I don't know if he calls him his bodyguard, but Tank essentially acts as his bodyguard.
Yeah.
And, he really brought the intensity out there. But in the end, I was able to pull it out. I unveiled that new move of mine, the Street Sweeper DDT. Perfect setup.
Great
my
move.
Dumpster dive off the top rope. I'm going to have to use that some more.
Definitely. Looking forward to that.
That was a winning combination right there.
Yeah. And I know from judging from what I've seen on Facebook, your videos, your messages, you would have rather had a taste of the Retro Rock star.
A little bit, because as I said in my videos, the fans included, everybody was wanting me to cross paths with the Retro Rockstar Stevie Ray Pimp. And I was dreaming up these scenarios. Like, man, what could it be? Could we tag? Could we, face off? Anything across each other. And he's just not the man he used to be. It seems like at the start of this year, Genesis, he started treading this path of, like he said, not necessarily cheating, but using underhanded tactics. He's just any type of cheap way to eke out an advantage.
Right.
Like Tank Malone, using him to turn a one-on-one match into a two-on-one against Sincere. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. Well, Don't really want to get in depth about Sincere because this is not about Sincere, but
That's good.
anybody who
Fair.
knows me and anybody who saw me knows I still say justice for Chulo. That's another thing for
Well,
another day. Shout out to Pop Chulo. Hope to see you sometime.
Pop Chulo's a good man. I can get behind him.
All right. And of course, titles. But other than that, what Thunder Mountain Wrestling aspirations you got?
You know, I mean, these sites don't necessarily have belt loops, but I do think a belt would look good around them. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, you know, I'm not so worried about championship gold. Not so worried about belts. What I'm worried about is the fans.
Of course.
I am always just so moved every time I step through those curtains and I hear them scream. When I first debuted back at the Thunder Rumble,
Yes, that was impressive.
I wasn't expecting the reaction I got.
I was shocked and I like that.
And like when they showed me that warmth, I want to return it to them tenfold. So my goal is to just deliver to them the best performance I can. Make sure that I live up to what they expect, their standards, what they see Street Rat Jimmy to be.
All right.
I wouldn't expect myself to be at this point in my life, but here I am. It's amazing.
Is there any Thunder Mountain Wrestling wrestler that you haven't faced or tagged with that you want to?
Ooh, that's a
Or
good
you
one.
can answer both of them.
Ooh. Yeah, so I feel like I do, even if I don't necessarily win, I love taking on heavyweights. I'm a small man.
Yeah, I
I'm a
can see
smaller
that.
guy. But there's, just something about giving it my all against a guy who's got 100, 200 pounds on me and just, bringing them to the brink. Being able to do that, out of this world. So with that in mind, I faced Bagu, I faced Shavero, I faced Michael Kruger, that absolute monster. I guess that leaves, I was able to team up with the Manimal. Maybe me and him have a friendly competition one of these days. Maybe Stud Bronson. Maybe.
Those would be great matches.
Yeah.
Thunder Mountain Wrestling, book them.
Hey, we'll see how it goes.
All right. And I'm sure you follow the Facebook group I set up, the Thunder Mountain Wrestling fan community group.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And breaking news from the man himself, tomorrow at Douglas, Mr. Black is going to be back. What do you think about that?
Now that's a man I want to face. Mr. Black himself, Xander Black. Oh, we crossed paths a little bit in the Thunder Rumble, my debut. And, I feel like there might have been something there. I feel like me and him, we could really lay into each other. With his impressive physique and my agility, I think we really could make one for the ages right there.
I've always said you two would be a good tag team, even if it's a one night only.
Oh, I could get behind that too.
I don't know if Thunder Mountain Wrestling's ready for that though.
Hey, we'll see. It could go any which way. But so not to take control of this interview away from you.
It's all you. Go for it.
But I heard that you like to collect wrestling flyers, especially Thunder Mountain Wrestling flyers, right?
That is correct.
And I heard that you have difficulty getting all of our flyers. So
yes, I do.
I took the liberty to procure you some flyers here. So we've got tonight the Base Brawl. Steve Ray Penn wasn't here tonight, by the way. We've got last month Urban Warfare, and this goes all the way back. This goes all the way back to the very beginning. There's Cactus Clash in there. We've got there's another one, Tinny Invitational. We've got Genesis. All of the flyers that I think you might be missing in your collection. These right here, Bubba Joshida. I want to give these to you.
Oh, thank you, man.
As a show of my appreciation for what you do to Thunder Mountain Wrestling and the fan community. You're important. You're important to us. I hear you cheering out there, and I wanted to do this for you, man.
I appreciate
You
that.
deserve it. You deserve more than anyone I know, man.
All right. For once, Bubba Josh Sheeta on Bubba Josh Productions is speechless. And this was perfect timing because I don't have any other questions prepared. So do you have
I guess, right? Oh,
do you have any closing words?
Hey, closing words? Can't say that I do other than Thunder Mountain Wrestling's the place to be. Arizona, hotbed for wrestling. Thunder Mountain Wrestling, the hotbed of that hotbed. Right here in Cochise County, we are putting on the best wrestling show, and I am honored, stoked, to the max, forever, to be a part of it. And I'm looking forward to more. And I want to see you there. Next show, April. More shows in May, June, July, August. I hope you're able to make it out. I want to see you there in the crowd.
Thank you again, Street Rat, and thank you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Remember, you can follow Thunder Mountain Wrestling themselves on YouTube, and you can follow me on YouTube as well, Bubba Josh Productions. For the Street Rat and everybody at Thunder Mountain Wrestling, this is Bubba Josh Gia for Bubba Josh Productions. Until next time, kindness is free. Sprinkle it everywhere.